Hello everyone, welcome to the online class. I hope each and every person will be fine at your home. Okay, be safe at your home itself. Okay. So today in the session, let us start the lesson number 8, the human rights. Yes. So human rights means everybody knows that which all other rights will come. Yes. In human rights, we will learn the meaning and the importance of the human rights. Yes. In this lesson, you will learn the meaning, definition of the human rights, yes, and the importance of the human rights and how many types are there in human rights, that also you are going to learn in this lesson. Okay, so without wasting a time, let us move for the lesson. See here, meaning and importance of human rights. The human rights are the opportunities provided for an individual to live a life of dignity and have space to evolve as individual. The opportunities provided for an individual to live with equal opportunity. Freedom to express with dignity is only called human rights. Yes, human rights means the opportunities provided, yes, for an individual person, equal opportunities, yes, and live with the dignity, yes, and space to evolve as an individual, and freedom to express with dignity is only called human rights. All human beings are eligible for independent living and they can never be restricted for any reason. The human rights concept evolved along with the human rights. Yes, human rights means the rights which our government is already assigned to us, like freely talking, moving to one place to another place, yes, to get education and get religious and religious and practice rights. Okay, then rights are necessary for a human being to live as a full individual life. The rights are necessary to live a life for the human being with freely, yes, and he can enjoy his life by using these human rights. To lead a life of dignity is a basic right. To lead a life of a dignity is a basic right. Moreover, the human rights are non-discriminatory. Mainly, the human rights are based on the non-discriminatory. Means here, in front of these human rights, yes, according to these human rights, nobody will be discriminate the peoples. Okay, whether they were common people or rich people or poor people or middle class people, whatever kind of people they were. So in front of this human rights, all are equal. Okay, whether in a government also, whether according to the our Indian Constitution also. The human rights gained importance along with the increase in democratic governments of the world. Many countries of the world included the fundamental rights in their constitution in order to protect human rights. Fundamental rights usually they used to protect the human rights. Okay, with this development, the citizens got an opportunity to experience fundamental rights. Later, due to two world wars, after the two world wars, the human rights were violated and the exploitation for socio-economic and political reasons become more. This made the governments to form standardized yardsticks to provide a life of dignity to other citizens. As a result of this process, the General Assembly of the United Nations Organization, which means UNO. UNO means United Nations of Organization. So this UNO accepted the human rights that were prepared by the experts in the field of December 10th, 1948. Yes, so these human rights were prepared. These human rights were prepared on December 10th, 1948. Yes, by this UNO. Okay, UNO means United Nations Organizations. So after this, let us move for the types of human rights. In these types of human rights, okay. So human rights approved by the UNO accepts that human beings are born free with dignity to live irrespective of race, religion, language, color of the skin and others. No one can be made on these issues. Yes, there is no differentiation or the discrimination. Discrimination means the differentiation, okay, the difference between race, religion, language and color of the skin. There should be a feeling of fraternity in one. No human being can appoint another human being as his slave. No one can be subjected to inhuman punishment and torture. No one has the liberty to arrest, imprison and deport another person. Every individual has a right to have his opinion and the freedom of expression. All individuals have the right to have rationality. Yes, consequences and religious freedom. One has the right to change his religion in accordance to this faith. All have the right to meet peacefully and create associations. No one can force others to join an association. All have the right to participate in the government of their land either directly or indirectly. Now we will go for the right to employment. Yes, employment means employee, kelasagara. Employment, kelasa. Yes, right to employment. Everyone has the right to have equal pay, duration of work, paid leave and rest. Okay, these are the right to the employee, and also have the right for food, shelter, cloth, health, protection and necessary social services. All have the right for free and compulsory primary education. Okay, these all are the rights of the employment. Now comes the child right, makkala hakku, child right, makkala hakku. The child rights are included under the human rights. All children need certain facilities naturally. Yes, how the citizens of India, the Indian citizens are having a human rights in the same way, even the children will also get a child rights. Okay, every child has the right to spend its childhood with its parents and have physical protection, food, education and health facilities as its right. The children have the right to have civil rights without any discrimination based on physical disabilities, religion, race, color of the skin and sex. Indian Constitution has mandated compulsory and free education for children below the age of 14. A situation where children stay out of the school and engage in labor is a violation of child rights. Engage in labor means ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು 14 ವರ್ಷದ ಕೆಳಮಟ್ಟದ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಡಗಿಸೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೌಕರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳಿಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬಾಲ್ಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, 14 ವರ್ಷದ ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೈಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ವೆದರ್ ದ ಲೇಬರ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೇಡ್ or unpaid. It becomes child labor. Now comes the Child Labor Prohibition Act on 1986. According to this act, a child below the age of 14 years age cannot be employed in any kind of labor. Okay, so below age of 14 the child cannot work or become an employee is prohibited by the Child Labor Prohibition Act 1986. Any person who hires such children for labor is liable for imprisonment of 1 year or fine or both. Major employments which are prohibited under child labor system. Works and civil works related to railways, automobile workshops and garages, looms, mines, units dealing, yes, hazardous chemicals and explosives, hotel and bars, entertainment places, circus, glass making units, yes, beady making, polish works, carpet weaving and units that produce cement, gums, paint, matchboxes, crackers, soaps, lead, mercury, tire and insecticides. Yes, it is punishable crime to use children in these units of production. The protection of human rights. How to protect the human rights? The human rights or women rights and even the child rights are crucial for healthy human life. Which all are the important rights? Human rights, women rights and the child rights are very crucial healthy human life. Since human rights are violated, often measures are needed to protect them. International Human Rights Commission at international level, National Human Rights Commission will be for national level and State Human Rights Commission for the state level are monitoring human rights violations and protecting them. As a complement to this, a healthy environment is needed for all to lead a good life. Only healthy natural environment can ensure food, water, shelter and health of all. Hence, the UNO means the expand form of UNO is United Nations Organization. Yes. Hence, the UNO declared that the protection of environment is also a human right. Yes, according to the year 2012. It is the duty of the governments to implement these rights effectively. Yes.